I think, really have no doubts as to which characters these two are going to be piloting. You know, Gluto has had his stint with Link, and he is still playing the Link. He wants to get that up to that higher level, near the level of his Wario. But when it's time to make his money, he is going to be pulling out that Wario. And of course, Leo will be bringing that Joker to bear. And it is time to kick it off. Let's start game one. Losers top 24, MkLeo versus Glutonny. And where else would we begin, Bam, but PS2? And Leo, immediately off the start, just hops out there and catches Gluto with the back air.
Of course, good catch there. Gonna get that dare, nair, good stuff and opportunity. Gonna get that anti-air right off the bat too. Really good damage for the starters. Now, the one thing I've seen from Leo is Leo has been really big about adding more Rebels Guard into his game, and you can see it here. I mean, I think at this point in time, if you are playing Joker in this end game, as it were, in this meta, you need to make sure, how do I get Arsene more? And you know what? Rebels Guard all day, baby. And I mean, we've been doing it in dividends.
We definitely saw that clip versus Spargo and Watch the Throne. That Rebels Guard came through huge, but right now, Glutonny's doing a pretty good job of making the Arsene meter not as good as it could have been. Now Arsene going away, and only 88% on him. That's going to make Leo struggle a little bit more for a kill. He's going to have to get him up towards that like 120, 130, get a drag down into a smash attack, or get him off stage and get a good aerial. But Gluto, he's not really going to struggle nearly as much, especially in the corner here, if he can catch Leo going high like this, send him off stage, catch him with the falling fair. Beautiful early stock from Glutonny.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing I really love about that too, I think a lot of times people look at Gun Dash, and Gun Dash is such an incredible tool, and it's relatively low risk, but there's still inherent risk. It's a great read and just great execution. We got to go out there and make it happen. I love to see that from Glutonny. Glutonny right now sitting on that 151 there, trying to just wait his time. Gonna get interrupted there with the bear. Opportunity on the right side of the stage. We're gonna see that gun. That Rainstorm trying to help him out, but he's going to get back into that center stage.
Ooh, Leo gets the fair one, drag down, but doesn't follow up off of it. So Gluto's still at 170, going to keep on living, going to keep on getting some damage. And the biggest thing for him is that Leo misses another drag down opportunity for a KO.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to kill him. And if this Arsene comes out, that's going to be so much wasted meter that Leo would be loving to use on the second stock instead. And something else with this, a little bit of stalling coming through from Gluto. He's starting to glow, Bam. He's got that loft already, and Leo's got 2 stocks left. One of those could go away in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, he needs to get the kill with the next hit, honestly. But I think we're going to Arsene, absolutely, and this is going to be a little bit of a waste here, unfortunately. Up tilt, not going to do it. Man, 221. We are going to get the snipe, though. Here we go. 2 stocks apiece.
Basically, the best case scenario for Leo there, finally getting the KO. He's got about half a meter left, but look at Glutonny. He has a game plan. He's going to stick to it against Leo. He's not going to let Big Brother interfere with this battle. Stay away from me.
Oh, absolutely. Great platform, tech chase. You step back. I've been loving that kind of drift back. He's really just kind of giving Gluto a little bit of space here. But here we're going to clap it up. Standing ovation. Here we go.
But knowing that he wouldn't be able to connect it into the loft, so Gluto disengages, goes back to neutral. Leo has managed to even us up, get us pretty close to even. Now with the drag down into the grab to get a little bit more damage, send him all the way up, but can't quite connect the grappling hook. Gluto
there we go, baby!
Falls to the ground, and Leo connects the F smash. Suddenly, he's in the lead.
Here we go, and you know what? He's not only in the lead, but Big Brother heard the call. He might be coming around the alleyway soon.
Gluto could take care of that in the blink of an eye, though, if he gets this waft or if he gets this edge guard. Leo, though, really, really smartly going high. Arsene out as well, so Gluto going to have to fully disengage. He's not going to be willing to risk too much. Just a nice little down tilt grab, put him at ledge, let this timer run out.
Okay.
Wrong way jab. So unfortunate for Gluto, but he is still able to turn it around into that back air, chasing deep. Really smart tetracard, but it doesn't work out, and Gluto is able to 2-frame with the F tilt. This is now suddenly incredibly dangerous for Leo.
Oh, absolutely. Good catch here. I love the platform. Getting good movement. Trying to get him. He's been really trying to get those short hops up here, right? Not trying to extend himself too much. We'll get the Rebels Guard here, courtesy of that bike. Love to see it, and just like that, Big Bro is coming home once again.
There he is, but the win conditions are so clear-cut and obvious for Glutonny. If he can connect into this waft, Arsene will not matter. And actually, Arsene might not matter anyway, because with that 167% combo, Gluto was able to take out the entire meter. Leo just got trapped on ledge and wasn't able to make use of it.
Do we have it? Do we have it, though?
There's the wobble! Here comes the up smash, but now he drops it! Leo unable to close out the game the way he wanted to, and so Gluto will have one more opportunity, but he burns the waft trying to extend the hitbox off the bike. spike. And
Oh,
Leo
skate time,
will
baby.
then drag down into the down smash. He's got Gluto right where he wants him, but he isn't able to close out the game, Bam.
Yeah, oh man, but 145, I mean, everything is going MkLeo's way right now, but we need to get back onto the stage. Gluto applying that pressure, gets the edge guard. He's going far. Oh my God, that's the twinkle toes.
Gluto, incredible edge guarding fidelity from him in that first game. Both stock 1, stock 2, and stock 3 were all taken off that right side blast zone. First one was with the fair, second the F tilt, and third with the fair again. Leo needs to really dial in on how that spacing works off stage, or Gluto will just keep going out there and keep KOing him.
Man, I mean, edge guarding aficionado, bro. I mean, I think that's one of the big things we've seen on the tail end of like Gluto's growth overall. He has continued to get better and better and better at edge guarding, and it is so essential in this game plan, especially in this late meta. And man, that's gonna pay off dividends for him here today. We're gonna go into this game 2, run it back to PS2, and what a wonderful opener there for Leo. Gonna keep it up. Kind of shades of game 1 though, so we need to see him be able to lock and actually get the close out.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate Rebels guard there, because Gluto's going to be able to get up onto that platform and get a whole bunch of damage. Leo trying to get these Rebels guards out, but none have been successful thus far. He might be able to get a little bit there, but instead it's Gluto with the beautiful positioning. Leo falls down with an air, though, to get himself onto safer pastures and gets up with that get-up attack to now make use of that offset up smash for the KO. Great stuff from Leo, and there's that mentality coaching coming in huge, Bam.
Yeah.
We saw an unfortunate game 1 loss thanks to dropping the wobble on the platform into the up smash, but he just immediately locked straight back in, and he's off to a beautiful start game 3, not just taking this first stock, but now 59, 68% up on the next one and climbing.
Yes, sir. Gonna get back here, will not die, has an opportunity to make it back, gonna hold it. Yeah, we're going down.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you just know.
Yep. But nonetheless, like you said, you got the 82%. Gluto trying to make that back up here. Continued pressure on that right side of the platform. Going to make it back into the center stage. I love the drift backs here we've seen with the gun. Going for a short hop gun. Always going to be a good tool. Not going to get him on the platform, but nonetheless gets a drag down to the death smash. And the interruption. Yes, sir. MkLeo is moving.
Leo knowing exactly where Gluto wanted to be and when, and just put himself there first with a back air. Usually you have a very difficult time outmaneuvering Wario. That aerial drift, so difficult to lock him down, and Gluto's movement so ambiguous most of the time that he's almost impossible to predict, but Leo doing it anyway, and just keeping this guy on the back foot. He is just absolutely making the best use of these Arsens when they come about, as he chases weak hit dare into running down smash. What was that?
Yeah, man. Yo, the tech chaser. Give me patient here. Slowing down, but man, looking at you stock, you got the pop as well. Let me get that damage. Twinkle toes once again.
Gluto has that waft on board, but I'm sure he doesn't want to use it on this second stock. Gonna go out deep looking for these fairs again.
Oh, I love that. I love all that. Here we go, baby.
Gluto going high.
Yes, sir.
And cannot get low. He cannot make it past Leo onto that ledge of PS2. He is just waiting there with an Arsen back air, and there is no safe passage for you.
Oh, not at all. Hey, my man MkLeo, the movement has been absolutely immaculate.
Maybe he just needed that game 1. You know, it's a little bit early here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
We just now are crossing towards noon. Leo just needed that wake-up call during game number 1.
Yep,
and now that he's been given it, he's just going to keep on rocking.
Keep on rocking. And chat, like you said, man, we're starting out early here today, so the early bird gets the godlike games, baby. That's what we love to see.
But now that only brings us to 1-1.
1-1.
So Gluto gonna have more than enough opportunities to do the exact same thing that he did during game 1, and you see immediate adjustment of the game plan. He's going to wait, let Leo shoot the gun. Sure, 2.3%, I literally do not care. Instead, I'm going to wait until you extend. I'm gonna get my 37, but I'm also gonna get caught at the ledge, and this could go a lot worse for him. Gluto, though, he's able to fight out, get some damage, send Leo into the corner, gives him Arsene.
Yeah. So you can see it back on the stage. Man, that dare. Dare Nefto, I love that side switch combo. Good stuff there by Leo. Gonna sit back, get all that drift. Give me that bear. Man, we are going for it all.
Leo
yes, sir.
barely nearly getting over top of Gluto's fading back air, getting a back air of his own, but sending Gluto towards that stage. And both of these guys have been doing a really good job of positioning their backs towards center.
Yeah.
They do not want to be sent towards the blast zone. They want the longest possible survivability. And bam, we are nearly neck and neck. Only a little bit of percent separates the two of them. It's 9%, now 6.
Man, we are going down the wire here. Okay, gets that Nair 2, try to get that landing. But you know the thing about it, we're starting to see Gluto be a little bit cautious about going for those anti-airs in those juggle situations, because that's where we've seen the Rebels guard. Yes, sir. Immediately goes into the up smash, and we're going to close out that first stock.
Fair one drag down, but Gluto not one to be left behind. He's going to come off that Angel platform, immediately fire out there with that bear. And look at this, bam, we've just reset right back to neutral. Leo looking for these poking shots so that he can get in, but it's Gluto that aggresses first. He gets a couple nairs, only 27 though, and all that 27 does is get Leo that inch closer to Big Brother's appearance, and he might be able to do a little bit more without him as he gets the gun on Gluto's recovery. Gluto was looking in a little bit of a dangerous spot there, but he's able to get back, and now he's just gonna keep on.
1-2. Oh no, the drop!
Gluto, I think, was trying to go a little bit too hard in the paint, a little bit too far into the future, and he might just pay for it.
Don't let it happen to you. Get patient here. Oh, looking for that air course. Great cross up there by Gluto. We'll live another day. Got to be careful here, though, or you're going to make it back.
Ooh, Leo trying to use the hitbox extension off of the bike going to get that up smash to connect with Gluto, but instead Gluto avoids, claims center stage, and now has Leo in a tricky spot. Got to find a way off ledge. Leo gets into center stage, gets that grab back throw, positions himself exactly, but Gluto's air dodge comes out in time.
Oh, there we go.
And so too does Leo's fair one. It's not enough to kill.
There we go, baby.
The bike is plenty.
Vehicular manslaughter. We're making it happen. Oh, beautiful bear.
Gluto just cannot let Leo have any semblance of a real lead, but Leo's going to take one by force with that whiffed up B. 17% is all that's given to him for free, though. He's going to have to pay for every other bit with his life.
Absolutely. Hey, that's something. We'll get that Nair into bear, get him outside, of course. We'll get that beautiful corner carry, and this is where Leo's able to succeed, right? Use that dash back, as always. That lovely tool from Joker. But we're going to clap it up here. Got to be careful. Usually it's that second interaction, right? When you're looking for that soft reset, that's really where Gluto usually ends up getting those wafts. Oh, here we go. What a swing.
And I think he has at least a half waft by now, because it's definitely been over a minute since that first one popped, and we're probably knocking on the door of the full waft, which Gluto could use to clutch this game up. He's going to grab Leo, send him off stage, position himself for these F-tilts. Leo reclaims center, but our send meter very nearly gone, and Gluto might not even need the waft if he can catch Leo here in the corner. Leo fights out of it, gets a fair. Center stage is where he wants to be. Great grab.
Okay. Good wait. And he's gonna step back in the stage. Oh my God, there's no way!
Gluto reacted to the waft pop within like a millisecond.
Dude.
He was like staring at that screen, waiting for the ping.
Yeah, yo, quick time event. Man.
Oh my goodness, and Leo, I think, just lost track of the plot for a moment there. He recognized that Gluto didn't have full waft, and so was going extremely aggressively to try and take him out before the waft came about. He just wasn't quite fast enough to beat out that Formula 1 car that is Glutonny. He was able to get on through, able to get that waft up, and then able to win game 2, putting himself onto set point. Bam! We might be one game away from a 17th place finish for MkLeo.
Man. I think this is going to game 5. Just the way these two are playing back and forth has been absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go into Hollow Bastion this time around. I do like the stage selection here. I mean, you got to give me that switch up, man.
Have you ever heard the legend of Game 4 Leo? I know he's not in the midst of a reverse 3-0 right now, but some of the magic surely still has to be there.
Yes.
We're in Vegas too. I don't know if anybody's caught any of the magic shows, but Leo might put on one for us right now in case you've missed them.
I'll take it, man. Give me that show, baby. Going down. We're going to chomp up, get something nice to eat.
Gluto just keeping Leo out and
at
bay
and
calling him out, knowing that Leo would try and get onto stage as quickly as possible, not wanting to deal with the offstage game that Gluto's demonstrating.
Yeah.
And so maybe the magic in game 4 is all coming from the French magician.
Oh, man. You see her on the left side. Okay, that Nair's going to get that interrupt. Trying to get something, potential get an edge guard, but no, we're going to jump right back into center stage and get that bike away as soon as possible.
The awful thing too, Bam, is every single percent that Gluto gets with this massive combo off of the bike toss, it gets worse and worse for Leo because more and more wafts are going to be a problem for him during the comeback Wario. One of the most difficult characters to come back against, but Leo, the comeback king, so he's going to get that down air as the Legend Invincibility runs out. He's going to try and make the rest of this Arsene count because he absolutely needs to.
Yes, sir. Oh, gets a drag down, but unfortunate trade. Actually, sniped down his double jump, but you know, Gluto's going to get back on the stage, but that is a great comeback. That was some of the damage that Leo actually needed here to make things happen.
Leo putting Gluto in a terrible spot, but not quite able to get him. Gluto using the stage as that umbrella against the bullets as they come down. Leo in good position, though, to try and get the stock off. There's the drag down, but he's not able to position for the up air. Gluto's percent is just wrong, and Gluto trying to stomp on him with the bike. That's a little rude.
Ridiculous, man. But I love that because, these guys have played so many times. Here we go!
And
that's
just like that, we were starting to doubt, we were starting to doom, we were starting to gloom, but Leo, he reminds us who he is. He's getting a huge lead right now, 34%. He continues to build it. Gluto might be able to take this stock off stage. Leo popping that Rebels guard, the adaptation from game one, and he still holds onto the stock even after the chomp. So Gluto has to go so deep.
Yes, and deep he goes, man. You don't care. He crossed waters for this.
Ooh. Gluto does have Waft online as well. He's just going to be looking for that Nair 1 conversion into it. He gets the grab. Here's the up air, but the angle is wrong. Leo drifts away, so Gluto knows. Can't fire it off just yet. Leo chases him into the corner with the F tilt, trying to get all of these aerial hits. Gluto avoiding so well.
And one more. We're just about there. Beautiful bear.
Oh,
no! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
What a call out from MkLeo on the technical flub by Glutonny. Glutonny, I think, expecting Leo to go over aggressive in the corner there, getting desperate for the kill, but the king, he steps back, he fades back, and then hits the jumper. The F smash comes through, and he's able to take us to game 5. Bam, I could not be more excited.
Oh, absolutely, man. I told you I needed it. I needed it. The people needed it, man.
I mean, just look at this beautiful stage that they're both playing on. You do not want to lose in front of this crowd on this stage, but it all comes down to this final game, Wario versus Joker. We're going to be heading right back to where the rest of the games have been. Gluto takes us to PS2, and this will be where it all gets decided.
All right, here we go. Running it back once again. You know, one of the great things, too, that we've seen so far is we have not seen insanely early waft kills, right? Somehow, some way, MkLeo has been able to avoid that huge X factor for the most part, and that's going to be big in Game 5. But you know, Gluto always has his tricks up his sleeves, so he's got to have to be really conservative here about some of his movement going into this tail end.
Yeah, I think total there have been 3 wafts, 2 have been complete misses, and then there's that one, of course, in one of the earlier games that just popped up out of nowhere and caught Leo off guard. But right now, Gluto's finding it very difficult to get in. Once he does, though, all he's going to do is give Leo big brother. Here's the the up smash comes through and down, and the player cam, you see Gluto taking a little bit of a sigh there. He knows it might be slipping away from him. Leo is locked in.
Yeah, he could not allow him to get a full head of steam, but we're seeing that right now. The perfect Arsene. Punish, yes, absolutely.
No. And that Arsene was just about perfect, Bam. That was all you could want from it. It comes out right at the tail end of the first stock. He's able to take it away and then get 70% onto Gluto before it goes away. 71% on him now. He tries for that Twinkle Toe Fair off stage. We've been harping on it because it's such a strong killing tool for Gluto. But once Leo starts avoiding it, things seem to be falling apart. Tether cancel, back onto stage for the up air, knocks him off of the bike, and Gluto gets
the footstool! You're gone! You're gone! You're gone! Are you kidding me? Oh, we talk about punish though.
Footstool gun, drag down, up air, up smash Leo. He is cooking, but he doesn't quite get away from the bike off stage. Gluto's able to get one back, and on that timer, we're approaching the 5-minute mark, and that will be the full waft.
Yes, sir.
Gluto could take away this stock, bring us to last stock if Leo gets careless, so he has to be so cognizant of his movement at all times.
Man. Yo, shout out to Samsung, man. That was Galaxy Brain, bro. I love to see that.
DeBuzz falling out of the bracket, and so Leo saying, yeah, I'll take the mantle.
No worries.
It's all right.
I got it.
Just barely avoiding these narrow 1-2s, getting the shield out in time off that platform. Gluto, you can tell he has one thing on his mind. He wants that falling up air so he can combo it into the waft. But of course, Leo knows it too. He's not going to let him get away with it.
Yeah, man, and he's playing so patient here. Yeah, trying to get a fair drop, not going to get anything.
No
yes,
way!
Sir.
There it is, but that's going to mean, Bam, that unless we go all the way down to the 2-minute mark in this game, Gluto will not be able to waft for the final stock, so he's going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, and he's off to a pretty good start with that couple bit of combo. Drag down, but Leo jumps early. This time he's not going to!
Hey, yes, sir!
He gets redemption for the game 1 drop. Leo able to combo into the up smash, closing out this game 5 and moving on into this bracket, sending the last European home at 17th place.
Man, I'm going to say it right now. Thank you so much, Netflix, because that was a movie, baby. That's what I love to see.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see.
And the crowd also loves it, of course. MkLeo, being who he is, we love Gluto, we love Leo. If one of them had to go on, MkLeo is probably the one that you're going to pick, and he will be moving on to face off against the winner of Louis Money versus Elijahman.
Yeah.
He could go so much farther in this bracket.
Ooh, man. It's crazy. Yo.
I'm in disbelief that he, and you know what, too, the missed Lafable in game 1 to lose the game, and then to follow it up in game number 5 to close out the set. Just poetry in motion.
Absolutely, man. And I know my boy Zan is somewhere smiling because the destiny has been made. I love it. The footstool in the rainstorm, and then immediately in the
And
incredible.
Something else, too, is something that Leo gets a little bit of flack for from especially like the more technical players, the technical jokers. He doesn't make use of the footstool tech all that often because it is a little bit difficult. It is like hard for him to capitalize on. But you know what? When the pressure is on, when he needs it most, he popped that footstool gun on second stock, popped it into that kill, and
that was
took it all the way to the bank.
That was everything, man. That was the game-defining moment to me. Set-defining moment, honestly.
Oh, yeah. And you know what, it definitely, like you were saying, it completely swung the momentum Leo's way. It forced Gluto to make use of that waft on second stock to give himself even a semblance of a chance into that game. It gave Leo an opportunity to build up another Arsene for the final stock, even if he didn't get that kill when he did at the very end. And it was just a nearly impossible hill to climb for Gluto at that point. There was just so much in Leo's favor.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it earlier, right? When it comes down to these players being so incredibly clutch. But one of the biggest things as well is Gluto's going to be insanely clutch.